Okay, I think we can start. So, good afternoon and very warm welcome to everyone to this webinar. My name is Juha Anttonen, and today's webinar is about our new B2B e-commerce solution. And this presentation is specially focused for our current Aton customers. A few technical things before we go to the presentation. So this webinar will be recorded and the link will be sent to you after this presentation. And please also turn your mics and cameras off so we have bandwidth for the presentation. And so today's presenter is Mr. Tomas Landquist from ParTrap, and Tomas will tell you more about this new solution that we have for you. So please, Tomas, go ahead.
So thank you, Juha, for the introduction and welcome everyone to this webinar with the focus on extending the use of Aton to increase sales and especially spare part sales with ParTrap One. And if we start by just a quote here that e-commerce is not for us. That's maybe something that many of you in this webinar today is something that you're thinking about. It's at least a statement which I've come across many times during my years working with e-commerce and especially e-commerce for B2B. Often things like our customers, they don't want to purchase online, our products are too complex to sell online, or our customers, they simply don't want to be online, or it doesn't work in our business. Those kind of things are questions or thoughts that is often popping up. So if you're thinking about this, you're not alone. And I believe that, and my aim by the end of these about 30 minutes is that I have been able to convince you that e-commerce is definitely for you, and also that B2B e-commerce is much more than just commerce. It's actually going beyond commerce. A brief introduction into ParTrap. ParTrap is a company that was founded in 1994, and we became a part of the Roima Group end of 2022, so end of last year. And our main product is a B2B e-commerce and PIM platform, which is very much focusing on manufacturing and distribution companies, and as I said, all with a focus on B2B primarily. Our core from the start has always been the focus on the product data and the sales processes itself, and with that comes the importance of the integrations to the systems that you already have in your portfolio. Working a lot with configurable products, spare parts, 2D, 3D models, etc. The integration to the ERP system, and also in this case, what we're elaborating on now is also the integration to Aton, with again going back to our core, which is really working with the product data and the importance of how to utilize your product data in your sales and sales process. So just to give you a glimpse also about who we are and where we are present. So we are a Swedish company. We're based in Gothenburg in Sweden, and we have the majority of our sales in Europe, especially in the Nordics. So I would say with Finland and Sweden. We also have a large part of our customer base in North America, especially in the US. And if we look here just at some customer examples of ours, the commonalities between all of these is that they are manufacturing or distribution companies, and they all have a focus on business to business. Some of them, not all of them, are also selling some of their products B2C potentially, but their primarily focus is on B2B sales. If we just pick one example here, which some of you may be familiar with, it's a Finnish welding manufacturer called Kempi. They have been a customer of ours for more than 15 years now. It started off by ParTrap supplying their spare part and after sales portal. That has been developed over time. So we're now also selling the complete welding machines online for their business to business processes. And in addition to that, we're also in some markets with some selected products actually selling their products in an open B2C web shop or for any business to business customers which are not yet a customer to Kempi. So an overview of our customer base, and again, manufacturing distribution companies with business to business as their primary focus. Looking then at what's happening nowadays in e-commerce, and especially in e-commerce for business to business. Just highlighting a few of the drivers that we have here. And the first one, maybe the most obvious, is to meet the customer demands. There's an increasing demand by the customer base to be able to do more and more things online and to be able to do more and more things by themselves whenever they want. All of us have been more or less affected by the COVID pandemic that all hit us a few years back, and that has really forced us to change how we are working and how we do business. And it has really accelerated the digitalization of the B2B processes. It is also a lot about B2B behavior. So I would say B2B is becoming what B2C is today. So the B2C behaviors that all of us have when we act as private persons, when we shop online, etc., we want to do the same things also in our professional business. There is also about increased efficiency. We're talking here about the web shop. We're talking about a digital customer service, etc. Being able to give your customers access to all the data that they would need in order to do business with you online, accessible whenever they want. It's about simplifying the ordering process. It's about increasing or making it easier for your customers to do business with you. It is also still, I would say, a competitive advantage. The digitalization of business to business is going rapidly now, and I would say that there is still a competitive advantage to go this route, but there will soon also be a competitive disadvantage because this is actually happening now. And also for you as a manufacturing company, you have a lot of very, very important and rich product data already in your business. And you have a lot of data in Aton today. We're talking about enriched product data, CAD drawings, etc. A lot of documents, structures, etc. of the products. All of that data, which you now have in your internal systems, is something that you can start using also in your sales process. And by then, using your product information, your CAD files, etc., as part of selling your products. Knowing how the customer is using the products, communicating more easily with the customers how to use your products, etc. So before we continue here, just a few questions and inquiries which I want you to bring with you for the rest of the webinar here is things like, I want to place an order. What is my price? Do you have it in stock, or when can it be delivered? Where is my order? What documents are related to this product? How is the product structure built up? How do I find the correct spare part for my product? Or how do I assemble this product? These type of questions or inquiries are something that I believe that you come across every day. Questions that your customer service or your sales organization gets every day. These questions and inquiries is something that I would like to be able to do or answer myself by being able to log into a customer portal or a web shop. So continuing now, we're soon going to get into some live demo. These are things which I want you to keep in mind, and we will see how we actually get an answer to these. So let's go on a journey now and I am actually a retailer looking for snowplow manufacturers, and I found a manufacturer called Roima Snowplow Oy. So I'm entering the site. I will be configuring and purchasing a snowplow. I will also see how to find spare parts for the snowplow. I will look at my order history, etc. So by that, I want to go into actually looking at the website. So I've been Googling now the web, and as I said, I found a manufacturer called Roima Snowplow Oy. And I'm browsing the site, entering the site as an anonymous user. So we don't know who I am, but still we can control what I'm able to do and what we actually show for an anonymous user that was just Googling and found your website. So if we start by looking directly at the different products, the spare parts in this case, we actually do have a product catalog navigation. We also have a filter panel, both of these with the aim to actually let me find the actual product that I need. So let's say that this is the product that I'm interested in, and now entering the product detail page for this particular product, we see here a mix of data which is coming from your ERP system. We have data populated in Partrap's PIM, and we can very well also have data coming from Aton in this case. So we have the stock code, the description coming from the ERP. We have images, product text, attributes, etc., which are coming either from Partrap PIM or with integration from Aton. We see that there are a number of accessories connected to this product, which are maintained in Partrap. We also do have the recommended retail price coming from your ERP system, together with the availability here displayed only in green or red. We also have a number of documents connected to this product, and that is either documents which are enriched in Partrap PIM or directly coming from Aton. This is a typical product detail page. We also see here, which we will get back to, that there is a number of exploded views which this particular product is included in. But let's say now that we fast forward a little bit, and I'm actually a customer to Roima Snowplow Oy, and I have a login. So let's log into the site. And what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to start by configuring a snowplow. And when I've done that, I'm going to order it, and then I'm going to see, okay, how do I track my orders, and also how do I find the spare parts for my products when they may break in the future. So let's start by configuring the snowplow. And what we have here is a number of different answers or questions which I need to answer in order to configuring the exact snowplow or the actual kit which I need based on my needs. So let's say that I want the bigger attachment B. I'm changing the cutting angle a little bit. I do want to have kickstands. I want to make it a little bit wider, and also I want to make it with a black finish. So based on this, I now configure the exact kit that I need, and I'm able to place it to the basket. And what we see now is that we actually added in total 5 different individual SKUs from your ERP system, which is the components included in the particular kit that I just configured. And when I'm happy with this, I continue in the checkout. I have the delivery addresses from the ERP system, other reference and delivery terms, payment term, etc. And I have a final preview before I place the order. So the order now goes directly into your ERP system, and I have the order number that was created. So let's say that I place my order now, and then I want to track my orders. I want to see my order history, etc. Then what we have here is a list of all orders from your ERP system, no matter if that was created yesterday via the web shop, or if it was created 10 years ago via mail or phone, etc. But I have a list of all my orders, either if they're open or already closed historical orders. If I look at a particular order detail page, I see the order header information, I see all the lines that are included in the order and when they are about to be shipped. Same with all the invoice history. I'm able to find all my invoices, the invoice date, due date, the order number it corresponds to, the amount to pay, and what has already been paid. So that means that I can track all my order history. I'm able to place orders. If we go back to the product detail page that we looked at, I saw my unique net pricing of all the products. We will get back to that as well. But with that, I also need now to find the spare parts. So the snowplow that I actually purchased, it broke. And I need to find the spare parts. And how do I do that? Well, there's a number of different ways of doing that. We started off before by just browsing all the spare parts, having the product catalog navigation, having the filter panels, which may take me down to the particular product that I need. I can search for the product by, for example, stock code or description. And what we're going to look into in this case now is that we are very often utilizing the 3D models that you already have in Aton. So 2D drawings, SVG files, or 3D drawings, either step files, data that you already have in Aton. We utilize that in order for me as a customer to more easily find the specific spare part that I need. And in this particular demo, we have 3 different examples or levels of how we do this. And the first example here is just a plain 2D drawing, an image where we then in Partrap complement with clickable hotspots. And the hotspot includes the particular products, the stock codes that corresponds to the specific product that I have on the image here. And the thought behind this is very much that, okay, I know what part that is broken and I know my product, but I have no clue about the stock code or the description of the product. But if I can just find it on an image, I can click on it. I get the name and the stock code. I have the unique availability currently available in the ERP, and I also have my unique net pricing. So before I logged in, I only saw the $800 as the recommended retail price, but logged in as a customer, I have my 30% discount and also the net price. And before, I was only able to see the availability in either green or red, but now logged in, I have been given the credentials to actually see the exact stock balance as well. And I can place it to the basket. So the second level here is the same functionality, still a 2D drawing, but it's an interactive 2D drawing in the format of an SVG file. The function and the feature is the same. I find the product that I'm looking for. I click on it, get the pricing, the availability, etc., and I place it to the basket. The third level of doing the same thing is actually utilizing all the rich 3D content, the CAD content that you, or many of you at least, already have in Aton. So this is a step file which you can implode, explode, etc., rotate it, explode it, highlight the hotspots as well. And again, when I find the product that I need, I just click on it and I can add it to the basket. If I want to know more about this particular product, well, I just click on it to enter the product detail page again for the same product that we looked at before. The differences now is that, yeah, I have my unique net pricing here. I have the possibility to add it to the basket and I see the exact availability. I also from here directly see all the exploded views that this particular product is included in. So search for the same product, find them here. You can also go directly into the basket, and since I'm a long-lasting customer to Roima, I'm familiar with the stock code and the description, so I can just basically stay in the basket and do the same things. So I don't need to browse the site to find all the different products. A way to simplify the ordering process for me as a manufacturer. So if we then go back to, this was a little bit of a glimpse into what we can do with part of one, how we can utilize the data that you already have in Aton, use that with the exploded views, use that to help me to find my correct spare parts using the exploded views, or use the 3D models as a complement when having sales configurators to actually configure the different products. We also see that we do have the rich integration to your ERP system, meaning that we are able to actually show all the relevant data that you have in your ERP system that I could benefit of as a customer to get access to myself. So I did place an order. I did find my unique pricing on all your products. I did look at the order history, where I can browse all my orders, see all the historical orders as well. What did I purchase in a specific order? Potential tracking links to the forwarder, etc. I did see different documents connected to the product, and maybe we actually should go back to that again, where we, on the product detail page here, of course, have the already predefined documents, PDF document, Excel files, etc. Automatically generate product data sheets here on the fly. We do have, if we go into the 2D drawing again, is not only the drawing itself, we also have installation videos, manuals, documents here as well connected to this particular product. We also got help to find the correct spare part. We could search the site, we could use the filter panels, etc. And especially we use the rich exploded views or the actual 3D model even to find the products that I need. We also saw now the instructions, manuals, etc. in how to mount this product, how to assemble it, and how to use it. We talked about beyond commerce or beyond just e-commerce. So what we are offering is a window directly into the ERP system, meaning that yes, it's a web shop, but in very, very many cases, it's a digital customer portal or it's a digital customer service, which is open 24/7, where I as a customer can get access to the information that I need whenever I want. It's a digital sales rep, which is always available. We use Aton data for sales. Again, the data that you have in Aton, we utilize that and we get it available for your customers. We can personalize the experience. So depending on who I am, depending on which customer that logs in, we can make the portal look however you want. First of all, the business part of it, where of course it's only my pricing, my orders. You control the assortment so that I only see the products that I have access to. You could give me access to terms, price lists, etc., since we know exactly who I am when I log into your portal. It's about the advanced product guidance and actually telling your customers, helping your customers to purchase the correct products, helping your customers to configure the exact product that I need. Not just a purchase button online where I can purchase any products. How do we do this then? Well, part of one consists of 4 four main components, which the most important one, I would say, going back again, which makes it possible for us to do all of this, is the integration to your backend ERP system. And now also with Roima complementing this with the integration to Aton, with the goal to get access to all the information that you already have in Aton and in your ERP system, which your customer would benefit from having access to online by themselves. So all the customers, all the products, all the pricing, stock balances, delivery dates, the order history, any CAD drawings, enriched documents, etc., attributes, product structures that you have in Aton. Give the possibility for your customers to get access to that themselves. Then, in the PIM system, we complement the products with the data that you don't have in the ERP system or that you don't have in Aton today. Very much more of the commercial information, product text, commercial documents, sales attributes, etc., in order to make the product complete for the web or for an e-commerce. It's the built-in CMS where you actually design the navigation, the look and feel, the how the site really looks like, and also the fourth component, the eCommerce connector, which actually makes it possible at the end to automatically create orders from Partup into your ERP system. And also a little bit of this is, I would say, a generic overview of how it could look like. Every Aton installation is a little bit unique depending on the customer needs, etc. But you do have a large number of documents, for example, today. Most likely you have CAD drawings, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering drawings. You have documents from the office portfolio, etc., which are pulled into Aton, where you maintain your item structures, you enrich the structures, you add all the different documents related to the products in the PLM system, your CAD drawings, documents, the serial number structures, etc., as what you maintain in Aton today. Very often you also have an integration to your ERP system to move the data that is needed from Aton into the ERP. Vice versa, you may pull attributes from the ERP into Aton as well. And what we're doing now is that we are complementing your setup with Partup One, with the main, I would say, features and the main drivers to actually make the data, the products that you already have internally available for your customers in the customer-facing portal. Integrating documents, drawings, CAD information, attributes, etc., between Partup and Aton, but also between Partup and your backend ERP system. So, with that said, I'm hoping that you see that e-commerce in one way or another is for you as well. And it's more than just e-commerce. And it's more than just a purchase button online. It's a digital portal, a digital platform where you interact with your customers and you leverage on all the information that you already have in your systems, making it available for them in order to simplify the way of doing business with you. So thank you very much for listening, and feel free now to reach out to either me or Juha or your sales contact at Roima. Book a free consultation. Please get back to us with any questions that you might have. And that's all for me today. Thank you for listening. Juha, do we have anything else to add today?
Well, I think the presentation was really, really interesting. So thank you for the presentation, Tomas.
Thank you very much. And thank you everyone for listening.